Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland.
Come on, fellas.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 54 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up the touchdown on the opening drive.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10. Let's go! Let's go!
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Now Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Showed that brute strength, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield.
Oh, no, I didn't mean to strip it.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. Rashard Higgins was the one he was looking for, but it'll be second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I quit. Good job.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls and the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Who's that? 19? 47. Check, 47. There's a party now.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Texans first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Watson. Dancing to his left. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D.
On first down, it's Miller. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Watch the run. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Pick the edge. Hey, alert.
On second and 9, Watson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. From the gun, here's Watson. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Saints take over first and 10
Bring it up.
at their own 20-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Check.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's to his running back, it's Alvin Kamara. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, team. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Sammy.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Let's go, D. He's checking. Crash. Hey, kill.
The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On third down, here's Kamara. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, And some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Watson with a give to Miller. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. On 2nd down now. It's Miller. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they take it over, we step aside. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A shotgun snap for Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Kill. Turn it. Kill. You're good. Right forward. Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup, 1st down New Orleans.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back 1st down pickups.
At the 42-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Breeze. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
He's coming. Kill. Jumping. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Under. Kill. Hey, switch gears. 12. Check. Pilot, 64, weak.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
I think the good offensive coordinators of the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game.
Let's go. Ready? 5-9.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando, and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Kill. Over. You got nothing. Check 13. Easy.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the 16, Breeze. Well, this is caught by Ginn. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. You're good. Right forward. Ready. Watch the slant. Ready, touch.
Now Breeze. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Jared Cook. Incomplete. Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's third down.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
53.
Shotgun now for Breeze. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Jared Cook. Incomplete.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And Lutz puts this one through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans hands team recovers. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
6 guys. Check. Yes.
Breeze now. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43.
Let's break it down, fellas. Break it down. Watch the twist. Big air.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, kill. No. Out. Switch. Rush in.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ready. Yellow lady. Right here. 41 Mike. You're good. I forward. Ready.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Breeze going to sneak it, and he will push forward and pick up the first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now this time Breeze will throw. And this one complete to Smith. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 25 yards that time. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Ready.
One receiver left, 2 to the right. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Throwing now is Breeze. This will be caught at about the 5. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Sammy.
Toss play, Kamara. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Third down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Here's Breeze toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on fourth and goal.
Kill. Check 50, check 50. Check 99, check 90. Recon, 132 fighter.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Lutz is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Now it's Miller. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Eluding the pressure right. They'll try and run it. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now Watson steps away, and that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. He's got Fuller.
Let's go.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. An 18-yard touchdown grab. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Good shot. He's going to miss the whole clock.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Camaro. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady. Right here. 41, 11. 41 right.
To throw on 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
Breeze. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Added in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness. You've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
He's back to throw, and he finds Cook. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line.
Ready, 5-8, 5-8.
Breeze to throw. And this is Cook with the ground. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. They'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get 15 and the Saints first down.
There's no chance. Seconds. I got this. 13 unanswered. I think the fourth. Gotta keep this.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Check 24. Check
02,
24.
02.
One final try here for Breeze. He's going to go up top for the end zone. One score.
Good game, man. Close.
And see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
I'm done for today. I'll be back tomorrow.